Hi, my name is Desmond Hensberger from the Netherlands. I have wondered for years why there isn't a front door lock on the market that the burglar really struggles to sabotage. I started thinking I soon had a solution. Something had to come out of the floor to block your door. This, a stainless steel rod. This is what a complete lock looks like. An electric motor lifts or lowers this rod. 99% of the lock is in your crawl space and not visible. The total cost of everything is about €100, inclusive the actuator. An actuator is an electric motor from an electric armchair or bed. It can be that simple. This lock has a few advantages. You can safely open the door and handle a postal package without putting yourself in danger. The steel rod will block your door. You don't have to be afraid that someone will push your door in. That's impossible. When you want to open the door, you can use a remote control or hidden switch. When you leave the house, your door will be blocked automatically. When you want to enter the house, you can use the same remote control to open your door. The advantage of this lock is that it is difficult for burglars to reach it. Make it as difficult as possible for them. Intruders don't like surprises. In this movie I will show you how to make the lock. The lock is easy to make and to mount in the floor. And the parts are very cheap and easy to buy everywhere. If you can't follow it, you can freeze the image. What are you seeing now is a foundation of your house with a floor, front door and hatch. Most floors have a hatch to access the crawl space. In that hatch you have to drill a hole with a diameter of 30 mm. Remove the upper nut and place the hatch onto the threaded tube. Then screw the upper nut back onto the tube. Tighten the lower nut until the hatch is secured. Place everything back in your crawl space. Lower the rod. Close the door and let the rod come up. When the door opens, the door is blocked. If your hatch is not behind the door, you have to drill a hole in your wooden or concrete floor. The thickness of the floor determines the length of the threaded tube. Take the round steel disc with the 3 holes in it. Place the threaded pipe into the disc and secure the pipe with the 2 3/4 inch nuts. Install the 2 threaded rods and tighten the nuts securely. I recommend using Loctite. Now slide the 5/8 PVC pipe and lifting eye over the threaded rod and secure it with a nut. It's time to mount the 2 supports for the micro switches. Pay attention, the 2 switches must be mounted in mirror image. When you have done that, you can mount the bottom round steel disc with the 2 exhaust clamps. Now place the actuator on the disc. Before using, you have to disassemble the end switches and plastic housing. After you have done that, saw off the end of the actuator. You don't need this part. Take the 8 mm threaded rod and screw it into the lifting eye and use the round metal part with hole. Glue the PVC disc and end cap on the top round steel disc. And use enough silicone sealant to make it waterproof. Make sure there is no sealant on the edge. that causes problems with mounting the PVC pipe of 200 mm. Drill a hole 2 cm from the beginning in the stainless steel rod to allow a bolt and nut to be fitted later. Lower the stainless steel rod into the threaded pipe. The length of the rod and tube in which it goes depends on the thickness of your floor. We are going now to adjust the 2 limit switches. Lower the actuator almost to the bottom. Adjust the lower limit switch that he makes a sound of a click. Raise the actuator 8 cm. Adjust the upper switch that he makes a sound of a click. The actuator will move maximum of 8 cm. Mount the wiring according wire diagram. I used 10 amps rectifier diodes, but 1 amps diodes would be just enough. By changing the poles, the motor will rotate in the opposite direction. Use 24 volts DC power supply. If it doesn't work well, you have to reverse the 2 wires on the motor. Mount a 3/4 inch nut with washer. Now you have to weld these 2 parts together. And screw this part onto the threaded tube. Use a nut and bolt to secure the rod. The rod cannot be removed by an intruder. To reinforce the construction, I use a piece of thread that I mounted crosswise with tire whips. After this, you have to drill a hole in the PVC end cap for this part. Glue the PVC end cap on the 200 mm PVC pipe. Use enough PVC glue, that kind that plumbers use. This is the end result, a good and cheap lock that lasts for years and is easy to repair. Have a lot of fun during building, you won't regret it. If I get enough likes, I will make the next video about the electronics of this lock, including a UPS, uninterruptible power supply and remote control. The special thing about this UPS is that it works without a battery, but with capacitors.